Nafanua, the goddess of war, prophesied that at the end of the reign of the ancient gods, something dramatic would happen. And came from the ocean those strange men who spoke of one God, who created the world in the same way the island inhabitants believed. That God had a son who spoke of love in such a sweet and convincing way that little by little they all fell in love with him. And thus, in 1800, the Samoa Islands were Christianized. Upolu Island, Apia, capital of Samoa, 36,000 inhabitants, the obvious choice for the Faleolo International Airport, the only international airport in the Samoas. At Apia, our first meeting with the Samoan tourist office that organized the travel arrangements to the island of Upolu, Monono, and Savaii. Elegant and modern buildings, a nice little solitary stream, soft colors of the dusk. We walk by the shore in total harmony with the view. Illuminated clouds, a trail of light on waves barely breaking. Some monuments of remembrance. Government buildings. On the tombstone of that monument we read, "Samoa is founded on God." Today is like a holiday, and there is joy in the air. A local artist shows us the art of wood carving. They're printing floral designs to color the cloth. Yellow is probably the Samoans' favorite color. Look at these gracious earrings, for example. There's even craftsmanship of good quality, with the typical collar necklaces made of shells, and handbags and cloths with patterns inspired by nature. In a place a little isolated from the visiting public, some weavers weave handbags, hats, floor mats, and other items with great skill using palm leaves. On the Samoas, like other islands in Polynesia, the art of tattooing is very common and very much appreciated. The more one becomes important and climbs the social ladder, the tattoos cover more of the body and become more elaborate.
language fit
It is one of the famous food in Samoa. We get it from the sea, and this is how big they are. The special food that we provide for our guests when they come to visit Samoa. This is taro. This is breadfruit. In Samoa, we call the results of these the coconut cream, or the what we call a pepe.
In every village of the Samoas, the farmers have enough land to cultivate, and the harvest can feed their entire family. What is in excess supply is brought here, to Apia's market. Cricket is a popular sport in the Samoas, but it's not really the same as what the English play. The Samoans personalized many of the rules, then giving it the name kirikiti. The Tawila Festival, the most important annual festival in Samoa, is held in the first half of September. Villagers organize themselves in different chorus groups, and they rehearse for many months. Then they all come here to Apia, where they sing and dance wearing their traditional costumes to the joy of the tourists, and the native Samoans themselves treat the festival as an important occasion to recognize and celebrate their own national identity.
Samoa,
With the Tawila festival, Fautazi canoe races take place. These long canoes carried cargo transport in ancient times.
SAMOA, what to do, Upolu silly, Siva my mo yesu go wali. SAMOA, what to do, Upolu silly, Samaya modivi ileli. Away,
Itamba mimita,
away,
Tene mimita,
away,
Matua mimita,
away.
Maila ya Yesu,
Emma wala filemu.
Jaila ya tua Satan.
O Yesu mapsangay langi. Siva malaya, Siva ya Yesu, mawala filemu. Siva malaya, Siva ya Yesu, mawala filemu.
Mama take it, oh my God, Yesu. Mama take it, oh my God, Yesu. Mama take it, oh my God, Yesu.
Moving along the eastern coast of Upolu, the dramatic and untouched nature of the Samoas captures your eyes and your thoughts. Here is SAMOA Island and Vanuatu Island. Laying on a fala, there are no walls, and you can marvel and wonder the sea. Shadows of young fishermen in the horizon. But the main character of the drama is always the ocean. One of the two traditional Samoan dances is the sasa, in which the dancers sing sitting down, moving their hips back and forth, counting the beat with their hands on their knees. Some dances recall ancient battles. Upolu is full of natural freshwater springs. Near the mouth of a river, a romantic canoe trip awaits us. The boat moves slowly and silently. The rustle of leaves in a soft breeze. The rare song of a bird, the delicate splashing of the oar on the water's surface. We marvel incredibly at the harmony of the nature surrounding us. Or is it nature that watches us with surprise and curiosity? Where are we really? We feel lost and happy. Heading north towards the eastern coast of Upolu, we near the channel that separates Upolu from Savai'i. There are a few small islands in this part of the sea. We decide to visit one of these, Monono. Here, there are no automobiles or motorcycles, and this gives us a taste of reliving the ancient atmosphere of the Samoas long ago. The island's coast is a parade of gracious little beaches and romantic panoramas. During the day, the men go fishing or to work on Savaii or Upolu. Even boys and girls leave the island to go to school. That way, the little children have the entire island to themselves to play, while their mothers take care of household chores.
Salufa.
Children of Monono play and play and play, never ever tiring, in their little paradise. We return to Apia when the sun has just set. The shadow of the palms create fantastic designs in the clear blue sky.
SAMOA
The Siva is a dance where the dancers tell a short story in mime with simple movements of the body and little steps. As in other Polynesian islands, fire games have a long tradition. On the hill called Vailima, near Apia, there is a house where the writer Robert Louis Stevenson lived with his family during the last 4 years of his life. Stevenson was very much loved by the Samoans, who called him Tusitala, or the storyteller. Walking into the rooms, it seems as though we are almost reliving late 19th century England. This was in fact his England, his homeland, from which he knew that he had by now forever turned his back on. How did Stevenson spend his time? Writing, of course, but reading the classics, those authors that inspired his fantastic imagination and that were his ongoing and undissolvable link to European literature. We're touched by these endearing children's games and the storyboards used to teach English to children. The author of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde had the soul of a child. When he died, the Samoans, respecting his last wish, opened a trail to the top of the Vaea hill that overlooks the villa. Today, Robert Louis Stevenson, the author of Treasure Island, still rests in peace on the top of that hill. Tuila Festival comes to an end with a great parade of brightly decorated floats, followed with musical bands. On every float, a woman gives out smiles and greetings to the crowd.
Is gonna make her mine if it takes all night. All night, baby, all night. That girl is gonna make her mine if it takes all night. Shining pretty girl, yo, yo. Good evening, sweet darling. May I ask your name? You seem to be lonely, but don't worry, I feel the same. Don't you worry, don't you worry. From the first time I see you, knock me off my feet like a candy on Halloween. Trick or treat. Without you, baby boo, cannot feel complete. You are the one that let me feel weak. Ah, you got the motion and the technique. Ah, you come on, girl, won't you be my freak? Ah, and if anybody asking who I'm talking about, my precious girl, that girl, alright, is gonna make her mine if it takes all night. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Right. That girl, sweet shining girl, is gonna make her mine if it takes all night. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Right. It's been a long time, sweet darling.
The parade ends with the ever-present awards ceremony. The Tuila Festival comes to an end, and so does our visit to the islands of Upolu and Monono. We'd like to say more, but the uncontrollable happiness and festiveness of the people around us takes over. God bless Samoa.
It's good. Very good. What she means? She doesn't know. I know.
Oh, Talofa.
Talofa. Talofa. Come on, man. Talofa. Spaghetti!